Me. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Can you see us and hear us? Hopefully you can.
Can you hear us
Anyone to
now? Are we coming
respond?
through? Hey, everybody.
But what's the double? What did they say?
I
Double.
have no idea. Well, I know my camera. The arm is still in your way. You might want to pivot your
Yeah.
position in relation to.
Should I move like?
And so they say they're getting a. Are they getting the mirror image? Or are we seeing a mirror image here? I don't know. You gotta come. I think you gotta come closer.
Closer.
You're going the wrong way. There we go. Hello, everybody. Can you hear us now?
That's better, I guess.
Yep, all working. Thank
Not
you,
really.
YouTube, or
This is
whoever
not
that
any
is.
better, but
All right. Well, yeah, you're. You know what? I can do this. I can flip my mic so that your beautiful face is not so obscured.
Oh yes. But look at
There we
Spider-Man.
go. We're getting there.
Spider-Man's in the way.
You know what? I'm gonna roll. We're gonna repivot. We're gonna restart the show. Gee whiz.
Starter over.
Yeah, we should. We should really. We're not rolling on our end now. It's just all
Can they see us and hear us?
shenanigans.
Is that what they said?
And someone said, yeah. So we're live. We're Spider-Man. All right, a second here. Let's see. Let me see what little tricks I can do, like that, while I play.
It's backwards.
I'm not sure. I think
it looks good from here.
I'm not, because we see it this way, so I'm not sure which way they see it. I think that's better for them. When we see it backwards, they see it forwards.
Good.
So
it looks good.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that and hope for the best as we drop out for a second to play a little theme music for y'all, which is always so exciting. We're still here, even if we're muted. Hey everybody, Scott Holden here. Before we get started with the show, I just want to take a minute to tell you where you can find us out on the interwebs. That's right. First, you can find us at ThatManOnFatMan.com. That's right, ThatManOnFatMan.com. It's the central hub and the place where you can find links to all the other stuff I'm about to tell you about. So we're on Twitter. You can find us there at ThatManOnFatMan. We are also on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, so it's facebook.com/ThatManOnFatMan. We're also on YouTube. On YouTube, you can find us at youtube.com/ThatManOnFatMan podcast. We are also on Instagram, where we're at ThatManOnFatMan. And I believe we're even on, what do you call it? Snapchat as ThatManOnFatMan. So you can pretty much find us on ThatManOnFatMan everywhere on the internet. Please friend us. Also, if you're an iTunes subscriber, please go and give us a review. It's very helpful. It's one of the best things you can do for any show that you enjoy. So leave us a review on iTunes. If you listen on Stitcher, we're also there. We're also on SoundCloud. So check those out, and we appreciate it. And now, we hope you enjoy the show.
This is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and I want to urge you to make a generous donation to the Wayne Foundation so we can stop the sexual trafficking of children. Do it, or I'll find you.
And don't forget to check out our good friend of the show, Mark Live, over at chundertunes.com for all your podcast animation needs. ThatMan on FatMan is recorded with a Zoom H6 handy recorder. Zoom for creators.
Disclaimer. The show you're about to experience is for entertainment purposes only. The hosts use mature language and conversation just like in most of life. If you're too uptight, this might not be for you. All that said, we really do hope you enjoy the show. But if you don't enjoy it, expect a nice big shipment of my joyous Joker juice on your doorstep in the very near future. Toodles!
As the world's biggest Kevin Smith fan, I appreciate the fact that somebody finally made a podcast about that interesting motherfucker. So yes, you absolutely did the right thing. If I mean, you know, I know it's kind of gross for me to be like, yes, doing a Kevin Smith podcast was fucking smart, but I do feel like it was smart. I appreciate it. I think you were right to do that.
Okay, what has two thumbs and is a huge fan of Kevin Smith? ThatMan!
What are we going to do about the pancake master?
We need a costumed vigilante is what we need. Justice can't be served unless it's being fought outside the system.
Here's what we're going to do, eh?
Oh, shit. It's ThatMan. Who is he? He's ThatMan. He's talking. What should we do?
Oh, there he goes by in the Thatmobile.
The what? Thatmobile, his car. Go get him, ThatMan.
Well, once upon a time, a regular man read a book written by the Fat Man. Tough shit, written by old Kev Smith. Kev said go out and start a podcast, and so I did, and I had a real blast. But my obsession was driving my co-host nuts. Didn't want to bring the podcast down. Needed Porkchop Murphy to hang around. So I created a new show with one heck of a plan, and I'd call that show ThatMan on FatMan, because we're going to chat about Kevin Smith. That's right, let's talk about old Kev Smith. Hey, everybody, and welcome to this, the first video broadcast edition of ThatMan on FatMan. I'm Scott Holden. I am ThatMan. Alongside me here is my co-host and producer extraordinaire,
Me,
Gene Holden. You want to say your name?
Gene Holden.
There you go. You feeling all right there? Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
the
kidding.
video the
It's
camera
a little
putting you on?
distracting a little bit, yeah.
It is. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
We got a lot going on. We're trying to bounce the video in and out and figure out what the fuck we're doing. So this is episode 2-26.
Uh-huh.
And today on the show, our guest was recorded a few weeks ago. It is none other than, oh my God, who is our guest today? I know it's Pizza Beer Revolution. So it's the one, the only. God, see, this is the worst thing to do. This is why live stinks. All I do is draw blanks.
Right.
But it's going to come to me in a moment. Hey, wow. Look at us. Oh my God, I'm so distracted.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Where were we? We had a lot going on this week, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a lot going on.
What are you pulling up there on the old spinny device?
I'm trying to figure out something, so.
Oh, I wonder what. We're so distracted. All right. Well, hey, check this out. Watch what I can do 5 times over. Here's the trick. Woo. So now, here's what I'd like to know. If someone could tweet, do they see the logo forwards or backwards? Because that would be very curious to me. So if you can answer that, I'd be happy to know. Tweet in at ThatManOnFatMan.com if you're still watching this, which no one is. That's what.
So our guest is from Pizza Beer Revolution. His name is Mike, and he was very gracious. To
Yes, he
come
was.
on-
But
to
I'll
come
say
on with you.
I'll say something about Mike. Mike is one of those guys who's like very macho, very
He's very energetic.
yeah, he's very much like a guy's guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a Jersey dude. You
Yeah.
know, one of those kind of guys. And traditionally, those are the guys, man, that used to beat the shit out of me in high school. So I was so I'm nervous around those.
Are you intimidated by that?
Very much so. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that puts me off. I mean, it just
like he could beat you up.
It's flashback. Well, it's just I don't know.
Like,
however, I know that he is not that way. I know that he's not that kind of person.
Absolutely not.
I know that he's like on board with Joe Gatto's anti-bullying stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, but you'll hear the nervousness in my voice, definitely. Oh, I'm coming off camera. That's what happens when I lean out. Oh, we're not even on camera. Duh. See, I'm not a video master yet. There we go. I hope we're on camera again.
Now
anyway,
we're on people.
Backwards. Someone said backwards.
Now we're backwards.
All right. Well, are we forwards now?
Is that better, guys?
If you
just
can see the
yes
logo
or
back,
no,
yeah,
because
just
it
let
would
us
help.
know. I don't even know. Backwards, forwards. Let's try this now. There we go. Nice.
See, tell us good things now. Don't only say bad things.
Now this one's backwards. But if I do that, see, I can't tell who's what.
That's the way we were before. Because I remember Spider-Man being there.
So now forwards, right? We have two monitors. One shows us backwards. One shows you forwards. So I have no idea which one you guys are seeing versus which one we're seeing.
So let us know, please.
So yeah, I'm mumbling like a motherfucker. You know what's a good thing that would come in right now? If I could play
I hate that Spider-Man hanging there.
Yeah, he's right in your face.
Very obnoxious.
This is gonna be the worst podcast ever because we're doing the same thing that fucking Trent and Will did.
But that was so funny.
All I did was talk about the video.
They were so
it was funny because we watched it.
They were really funny.
Because Will was upside down the whole
Wilkins
time.
was upside down. It was so funny.
And Jean never saw Trent before, so she was just like, "He's so burly. He's so bearded."
Burly.
So obviously, you can tell we're
beard.
jumping on this video bandwagon.
Yeah.
And doing the same thing as everyone else. Oh, Miss Cup's coming.
Little Miss Cup.
Come on up. I'll
so
show her to
spoiled.
the listening audience.
She's so spoiled.
Come on, now you'll get to see the viewing audience.
She doesn't want to. She just wants to sit there and stare.
No,
Here
she's
she
coming. Miss Cup. Wait,
there she is, the pretty little girl.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm torturing my poor cat just to be on camera. Anyway, this is gonna be the worst podcast ever because it's all nothing but bad content. Me looking for crap, and now me trying to pull up a file so that everyone can be entertained.
By what?
Well, hang on. I got to pull up the file. See, usually there's a lot of editing involved, and I'm not used to the fact that we're actually going through with this. like Will and Trent, we're just plunging in.
It was so funny. If you guys,
I've been trying to figure all this shit out all day too. That's the funny thing.
If you guys get a chance, watch that. It's really funny. Both of them are really cute. Will is upside down the whole time. And there's points that you forget, but then they go back to him and then you remember.
All right. Let's try this now we're going to cut away for a moment.
Okay.
And you're going to get the Smedlines.
Hello, this is Ben from the blog Indie Mac User with the Smedlines for the 16th of August 2015. It was announced this week that Kevin will be appearing at the Graphic Festival at Sydney Opera House in Australia, where he will be delivering a keynote address on superhero multiverses alongside Jason Mewes. Other stars appearing at the event include the director of Mad Max Fury Road, George Miller, and Aussie musician Sarah Blasco. Also this week, on the Jay and Silent Bob Get Old podcast, Kevin Smith gave details of Jason Mewes' role in Yoga Hosers, where he plays a small part as a rogue cop and has some scenes playing opposite Johnny Depp. That's the Smedlines for this week. Just a quick note that one of our stories this week was suggested by Big Danny Jimmy V on Twitter, and you too can suggest stories for the Smedlines by tweeting them at IndieMacUser.
I know. Hey, thank you, Indie Mac user. And we were live there. And I talked to Big Daddy Jimmy V, and that show will be dropping soon too.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. So what do we have on the agenda
boost-
today?
A booster.
I'm gonna try and settle in here a little bit, and be on camera. We tried to figure this out with 2 cameras. It just didn't work with one video card as well as we'd like. So we're taking a whack at it this way.
Right.
So what was that you wanted to discuss there, Gene? You said
There was
2 items that you said you had on your agenda, and the cat is thoroughly engrossed and rubbing on me.
Well, I was thinking about Q and how he's
How he has
been
the
getting
brain
a lot of
cloud.
love on Twitter. He's been
Now-
getting a lot of love on Twitter.
Yeah, here's what I thought was interesting. He said the brain fog, or the brain. He's got a brain sickness.
Yeah.
And then it had like a cloud. And I'm thinking the brain cloud. Did you ever see the movie? What the heck was it? Oh, with Tom Hanks. We've watched it a bunch of times, so you have seen it.
Joe versus the volcano.
Yes, where they talk about the brain cloud. He had a
Yes.
brain cloud. That's all I was thinking about. Poor
Yes.
Q.
I
Like,
heard that too.
like he's Joe versus the volcano.
Well, I mean that's what he referenced that it was like
Did he?
black, like he sees
Yeah, and,
black.
and you know what the funny thing? That guy was a firefighter
Yeah.
in that
Oh my
movie.
God.
He was a firefighter who had gone on to go into an unhappy future
It's a great
or
movie.
unhappy present. I
And
agree.
Meg Ryan's great. In
It's
it
a
too.
very weird movie. It's not the
very
typical
weird, but it's really good.
Meg Ryan,
It's one of those
Tom
like,
Hanks film. I keep going off
It's
camera.
one of those like deep down, like I get it movies.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, so Q has been getting a lot of love, and we hope he recovers quickly.
Gets well soon, and
Yeah.
and the brain fog lifts. We don't
Yeah.
want you to have to jump into a volcano
No, no, that would
to
suck.
save yourself,
That would suck. So-
metaphorically or otherwise. Wow,
Yeah.
the bill of my engineer Fred cap keeps banging on the top of this.
I was gonna
microphone.
wear a cap too, but
Well, my hair looked like crap. So essentially, the goal here is to record these wraparounds, and we're doing that on video as well. So I hope you're enjoying it.
so
This
the
is
other
first.
thing, you were on another show that we had never heard.
Oh
of.
yeah.
The ECN podcast. That's Bo, Matt, and Scott.
Yeah, and they were a lot of fun. I talked to them. I want to say last Wednesday.
Electric City Nerds podcast.
Yeah,
They're
and I'm
really
not sure.
cool, and they're really good on camera. They were excellent.
Yeah, and it dropped on YouTube. I'm not sure when they dropped the audio feed. Maybe it's Wednesday. Possibly, maybe that would make sense. But
I
yeah,
think it
so
was last night.
well, they dropped the YouTube feed last night or early this morning. So, but I also subscribed to their podcast feed,
Yeah.
and the new episode hadn't dropped there yet.
Oh, okay.
So if you subscribe via audio, it's not there yet. But if you go over the YouTube feed, you can see the show that they put together. It was enjoyable. We watched it this morning. We've been watching more video content on YouTube of late because of YouTube being available on your TV, via apps now. So I tell you, that's why we started putting up the episodes even in audio form on YouTube, because I mean it just makes sense. It adds that video component. You can even, like, if someone's home just wants to listen while the TV's on while they're
Right.
doing shit, they can do it. And the good thing about YouTube is they store it. I mean, it becomes archived data. So
Yeah.
to not do it on YouTube is silly.
Are we on YouTube now?
I believe so, yes.
Wow.
We're also on,
We're live on YouTube.
yeah, I think we're being pushed through the Google chat room,
Google-
Hangout room.
Google Hangout.
Yeah, I went easy, and look, it seems to be working here. So
I didn't know. I thought that was like you could use it as like a phone app or something. Like you use it as a phone, like as a portal, I guess you would call it. Whatever.
yeah, you can.
And get
you-
messages and stuff.
I can also right now pull up video and pop it in and stuff like that. as
Oh,
well.
okay.
By this little app with the other screen here, you can do all kinds of funky stuff. Which I won't do right now because what the heck? Yeah, it won't be. Little Miss Cup, you're pain in the butt.
So what's happened though, like in the past week? Like We could talk. There's
Well, we
stuff.
went on that show, and I mean, I went on that show, and I talked to those guys. I don't know. I've just been fucking getting ready for the movie,
Good
and
stuff. You hung out with you got to hang out with Scott Chiaffo yesterday. It was so great seeing him.
yes. We recorded.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. See, but that was even sort of a bummer.
Yeah, but we got to see Scott, which was nice. He's looking good. He feels good. A little tired,
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
but I think he's doing great. It was nice.
Wow,
seeing
look at me, because the video was on. I leaned off camera to burp.
him.
Uh,
You're so proper.
I know. Yeah, yesterday, we did what was going to be the music show, but one of the guys, Joe, our bass player from Prozac, his mom had a mini stroke, so
Poor thing.
so our thoughts go out to her.
Yeah,
We hope she
thoughts
feels
and-
better and she recovers quickly.
Yes.
And yeah, so that was sort of put a bummer on, a down moment on everything. But Keith was here, and it was the first time like we got to hang
That
out
was
with him
nice
in a
seeing
while,
Keith.
and at least I got him on mic for the first time. And Scott Schiaffo was here, and we even pulled in David Mannheimer from Skype.
Yeah, I wasn't here,
So-
but it sounded like it went
It was all right. I mean, it
It
wasn't.
wasn't what you had expected.
Yeah,
That's
it
the
wasn't-
thing. That stinks when you
that was the hum. That was
when
bugging
you
me.
really hope for something to be a certain way and it's like not.
Yeah, hoping for an
I
ideal,
know.
and
I
then
know.
it just
Stinks.
doesn't pan out. So what are you gonna do?
I know.
We're gonna replan, and for some reason I thought you had Chris's number, and I didn't have Chris's number, so we
No,
couldn't.
we just-
Yeah, now I have
we
Chris's
went through,
number,
Facebook.
so that's all been ironed out.
Oh, good.
And so in the future, the next one will be more proper. So this time, I don't think we're gonna call it a true music show. We're just gonna kind of. I'm gonna edit that sucker up as a interview with Keith and Scott,
Yeah.
which is weird. It was like, what's Scott do? Oh yeah, and David, because David's there too. I'll figure it out. It'll become something cool.
So did Keith talk about all the
It'll
old?
become the lost interviews.
Did like Keith talk about all the old stuff?
Not a lot. I mean,
But he
touched on
did.
some.
How did it come up? Like, did you ask him questions?
I did ask him some loaded questions.
Okay.
We should save a lot of this for.
Yeah, I know.
when-
I'm
when
not gonna
he's
say.
on.
I'm not gonna say anymore. But I just really love Keith. He's a cool guy.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Nice
we'll sneak
hanging
some
out
in
with him.
later. I mean, I'll tell you if
And they're so busy because he and his wife have a dog sitting business. I said, oh, we should plan dinner. You and Jen and Scott and I. And he goes, yeah, you and everybody else.
there's a little
We
time.
try to have dinner with everybody, and we can't.
If there's a little time at the end of the show, I'll try and sneak some Keith in.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I guess now would be a good time to pivot to the interview.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately we're not going to play live. We're not going to broadcast because it hasn't been edited yet. I haven't sat back and give it its due. But
We save that special.
yeah. But what we'll probably do is come back and you'll see us record for the TISD groupie segments. So
Which is supposed to be fab.
yes, totally fab. So we'll be right back in a moment after this. All right. Well, there you go. There goes my interview. That I'm pretending that I did, which I'm going to re-record this bumper anyway. So, but at this time, now I was kind of told that I may want to listen to this in advance, but since we're doing the video, I figured I'd get my reaction live without sort of hearing it in advance. So, but you said there might be something special that
It seemed like it, but I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
This
my
pick of the
thought.
week may be a little special. So
It's my thought that it is.
So, all right.
And
So
I
we're going to
think
leave the
from
video on
the little message that was given.
for this week's pick of the week. But here we go. I hope you can hear it well. I'm going to make sure the mute's off. Duh. So you can hear it. And here we go. I'm going to give it a shot. ThatMan on ThatMan presents At Tesdy Groupies. Tell 'em Steve Dave. Pick of the week.
Hi, and welcome to the TSD Pick of the Week. I know I have said it before, but time certainly flies. I would have never thought that I would be here now, with pick number 52 and celebrating the first year of the TSD Pick. And as also said sometimes, there might be rough weeks, but it is always a pleasure having an excuse to listen to certain TSD episodes. And who wouldn't love to talk about them all? So I find it a privilege being able to do this. And it all started with a tweet from Scott, a conversation and an idea. So thanks, Scott and Jim, for allowing me to do this. I'm sure the best is yet to come.
Uh-oh.
And thanks also to Tell 'em Steve Dave for having been there, providing great stories and laughs, making these last 5 years better for sure. And to remember the conversation we had in episode 1-28, let's talk about an episode brought up during it. Yes, this week's pick is TSD 110, which end is up. Before the episode starts, we hear the commercial for Scott Schiaffo's book, Vicious Dogs Attack Me in Sleepless Nights of Summer. Once the episode starts, Brian brings up a sex letter he has received from a French girl, before confronting Q about the Impractical Jokers podcast. And then Walt wants to talk about Hot Button, the time cover with the mother breastfeeding. I won't say any more. After this, there is talk about Ming going to a con in a bowling alley, and Q going to see a burlesque show. Before ending, Walt has another news story, the guy who came back to life. This brings up interesting talk about the tapes of the kidnapped Exxon worker and the kidnap of a bus. And this makes Walt come up with a great idea, a serial killer pod. But that may be a future pick. For now, I hope you re-listen to it, I hope you enjoy it, and you're all the way.
There you have it.
That was good.
TSD Groupies pick of the week. And it was a nice pick. It was fun.
She's really sweet.
Yes. And it was your favorite, the breastfeeding episode.
Oh my God,
the
Walter.
infamous breastfeeding
Walter
episode.
makes me crazy in that.
Yeah.
But
and you know
it's
what?
funny
He
though.
mentioned that on the last show.
He did. He got a lot of,
yeah. He mentioned that as what being one of his
he
hot
got
button shows.
a lot of negative press from that.
Yes. Well, thank you.
I really loved Walter of late.
Yeah.
It's very, very, endearing.
Yeah, I have to say, I can't complain about him.
I don't know. It's weird because I don't know if anyone else out there does this, but I go through like waves where I like, one of them more than the other.
Yes, right now
And
we're
I'm
all feeling
definitely
bad for
I'm
Q because
fe-
last time we
Oh
talked
my God,
about
Q.
we felt we were like, those guys have been grumpy, but then Q got sick and we're like, now I feel bad for saying that he was grumpy, sick. So yeah.
But Walter's just been like the cheerleader like lately.
And fucking Brian looks good.
Brian looks great.
He's been losing fucking weight.
Yeah.
He lost the belly.
He looks really good.
Yeah.
He cut his hair, his beard's still long.
Yeah.
But he's definitely slimmed down.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He looks good.
So speaking of TSD.
Yeah. But love goes out to Q because he must be scared. So
I recently saw Marco
And Marco?
and Chris Ladondo. We ran into each other all in Red Bank.
And you got an adorable picture with
yeah.
his daughter.
Finally met his
and his wife was funny.
Finally met his wife, and yes, she was funny. She made a joke. She's like, "Yeah, he keeps me in the closet." Or whatever
I love
the heck
it.
was.
I love it. I love it.
He keeps me at home.
He let me out today or something.
Yeah. I said, "Well, he shouldn't," and she was really nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we never met her before.
Yeah. And yes, I finally met the daughter. The best part though was
She's a princess.
when we were in the stash, like she was kind of like looking around and he's like, "Okay, you can get one thing." And I knew the first thing that I saw that I would go for,
The big kid
like
that
even
you
as an
are.
adult, and like, but for her, I knew too. And it was the comic book man set of mini
The
mates.
mini mates. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
Did I say comic book man? I did. I said comic book man.
man.
That's it. That's like Rapid Dogman.
Rabid dog.
Rabid Dogman. Or Thatman and Fatman.
Fatman and Fatman.
I've been saying that a lot too.
Yeah.
Thatman and Fatman.
It's really annoying.
Oh, I
Actually.
love it. Thatman and Fatman.
Okay, so finish the story.
Welcome to Thatman and Fatman.
So did she grab it and put
Yeah,
it on
she
the
grabbed it
desk?
like she knew too.
Like
She knew.
lightning.
She was like, and
Like
it was
lightning.
$25 too.
Yeah, but they're her size. They're that teeny cute.
And it's the whole.
Yeah.
She can actually. She's gonna play with Walt, and that was the other thing.
She's
Like,
gonna play with Walt.
like yeah, because Walt's in there. There's a Walt in there. It's the
Yeah.
comic book man.
I don't. Do you
It's the
think?
comic book man.
Do you think he's gonna let her open it, or is that like a souvenir,
Oh, I think he's definitely gonna let. Yeah, I don't think Chris has any of that.
or a
Oh, she's
a
gonna.
souvenir?
Yeah, she's
not
gonna play
a-
with those.
yeah.
But like then, like Chris even pointed out that Walt was one of the figures. That the guy
Oh,
there,
so she's gonna play with
because Walt
him
was right.
first.
She did it right in front of Walt.
It's like, oh my god, that's you.
Yeah.
That's really cute. So everybody's in that. Ming, Mike, Walt, and
Yes.
Brian.
Yeah.
And Kev.
All the comic book
Is
men.
Kev there too?
Yes, Kev is there.
Cool.
So it's all the
Wow,
guys you
good.
see on the promos.
Wow, she got a good gift.
So yeah, it's a
Damn.
nice set. $25 set of mini mates. Of
Very,
old
very
men.
nice. What a good dad.
Of old men for her to play with.
What a good dad.
I think my
know.
mic just popped like a motherfucker.
Oh,
Wow.
Chris Ladondo. So Marco is good too.
Marco was very good. We had a
Awesome.
good long chat. Good guy.
He's the best.
good time fella deadhead. That's so it's easy to just fucking talk dead with him.
Is he a deadhead?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Kicking it old school.
He's got a heart, a big
I
heart.
even went and had to go because he was kind of stuck there. I had to go pick up butts for him. I haven't bought cigarettes in forever.
Wow. Did
Expensive, too.
Did you feel like an adult?
Oh, yes. I felt like cancer. No.
Cigarettes are expensive now.
Yeah,
what are
they
they
were.
like $10
I
a
don't e-
pack?
I-
I don't
yeah.
think they're quite that yet.
They're pretty pricey though.
Pretty close, like $8 or $9 a
Yeah,
pack.
yeah.
That's a lot.
Yep. It wasn't cheap.
I wonder if vaping is cheaper.
Well, it's certainly hipper.
can't
Everyone's
imagine
vaping. When you
Marco
go
vaping.
outside now, everybody's vaping.
He can vape. Why not?
I guess you need to get a vapor.
Could you see him vaping, Marco? Yeah.
Yeah, because he would have. Then he could get Muse juice.
Ooh, Muse has his own juice.
Yeah.
Is that only for the vapor?
But apparently
is that well? Is only it has only one?
Muse juice does not have nicotine. You have to add the nicotine
Okay, so
to Muse juice.
all right, this is my question. Okay, anyone out there, if you have an answer to this,
Does
just
he have
let me
cum
know.
flavored
No,
Muse
no,
juice? Is that what you want to know?
No.
Is it Muse?
No.
Is it really Muse
Okay,
juice?
this is just what you guys think, because I think no. But if Marco,
Therefore, I am.
this is just a question I'm throwing out there. If Marco decided, yeah, I'm going to vape, do you think Walter would let him do it inside the stash?
No, Walter would not.
He would not. That's
No,
my. That was
He would consider vaping and smoking the same thing.
Okay, so
even
that,
though it's not. One is not smoke; it's vapor.
I know, but do you think Walter would say no? Because I thought the same. That was my first thought.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But Kevin, he could do whatever he wanted.
Well, it's vapor. It's vape.
Oh, actually, that's not true. I think I've heard that Kevin would, he'd be chased out
If what?
if you wanted to smoke there.
No, smoking inside is not
No,
a good
what I'm
idea,
saying-
but it's vaping.
But I'm not saying cigarettes. I'm not saying cigarettes.
Oh. Who would chase him out?
I think Walter would. I think Walter's pretty much a stickler nowadays. The stash
Oh,
is his domain.
Yeah, that's his place.
Yeah, so he can even outrank Kevin to some degree.
Well, and you know what? That's an important person right there. You're
Very
taking
much
out
so.
Ryan Kim.
Very much, very much so. Very much.
That
so.
is a very important person that I do not want to mess with.
Well, as soon as you
With
walk
a
in,
heart-
as soon as you walk in the store.
But with a heart of gold, and I believe he's a very, very compassionate man.
Yeah, I do too. I mean,
He just
watches too much Fox News. That's where that's where the nasty side comes from.
And I think he loves authority. He likes to respect authority.
Yeah, and well, yeah, yeah. Why are we psychoanalyzing Walt here?
I don't know. It's all the reasons why I love him. Just because this is who I am.
He's your favorite. He's your Tesdy pick of the week.
Yes.
He's your actual.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
You'll start.
I think that's being done by somebody else.
I know. Your own pick of the week.
Yeah, I just think he's. I think he has some neuroses, but he's a really good guy. So, all around.
Well, some of the Smodcast drought lifted somewhat this week. We had a new, what was it? Talk salad and scrambled eggs dropped, which was fun, and I enjoyed that. We also they dropped a Smodcast, which was really interesting. It was just edited all of the Canadian tweets from why can't I think of the Scan BC?
Scan BC, yep.
It was all the Scan BC references to date. So,
wow.
Yeah, it was it was the best of Scan BC.
Yeah.
It was all
so
Scan
funny.
BC. So check that out. So it's not new material, but I love when they present Kevin's stuff a different way. So you can't go wrong there.
Nope.
Nor can you go wrong with Talk salad and scrambled eggs, because there is so little actual Frasier talk in that podcast that, I mean, I just throw Frasier on, but then I'll listen to it without Frasier. So, you can do both ways. And you know how much we like going both ways here on ThatMan and FatMan.
Oh, I hate when you say it like that. Oh my God, guys. Did you see when Kevin tweeted out that tattoo that the guy got of Gordy?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my God, that's Steve Stark.
Props to fucking Steve.
Whoever got that, you're the best.
Yeah, that's a some brilliant ink work.
It's just put the biggest smile on my face, and I love Gordy. I love it. It was perfect.
See, there you go. That I wonder if there's any. There you go. See, tattoos are expensive, but I have a tattoo that I would love to get done over. So if there's any tattoo artists out there who would like to redo a tattoo, let me know. Please reach out to the show. Because
I think he's going to turn it into the Batman symbol.
Yes, the Batman symbol.
The Batman.
Yes, we like the Batman symbol.
Now I'm doing it, even though it's so annoying.
So there you go. It'll be props to you, and all the plugolas you want for
I'd like
now
to get a
until
tattoo.
forever.
I don't know what I'd like.
Yeah, there you go. You can hook Gene up too. The only problem is you have to be in the greater New York metropolitan area.
I don't know what you would have to give me an idea of what to get. I don't know what would I
We'll think about it. It'll probably be Kev centric if you give me.
No, I don't want to do that.
Maybe you could do the J with the your shirt.
Jay. I love Jay. Jay on the last Jay and Bob was so good.
He's been good on the last, and I do dig his poetry.
I know, I do too. It's really good. And I love when he talks, and he went on for so long about his baby, and it's so sweet. Yeah. Because that's what your life is at the time. So but what a great.
And just think about when he listens to these in like 10 years, 12 years.
Yeah, but think about what
He's
a great.
Be like, I was crazy.
It's like a it's like a therapeutic.
Yes, it is. That is where you are. And that's the period. And you're gaga. It's biological.
Right, but the whole point of the show is to be like therapeutic, and it is.
Yes, you're over the moon.
Kevin's smart.
You're hypnotized by your child's cuteness.
Right, and it keeps him sober. It keeps Jay sober, which is good. He looks good. His family's cute. I'm happy for him.
Well, folks, this was our first attempt at all this video stuff, but here's what I promise you. Next week, we'll have everything all prepped and preloaded, and we'll be able to do a simultaneous show, incomplete, in toto, and video. Yes, in toto.
Is toto a thing?
I don't know. It's the way I've heard it pronounced.
Or is it total?
It's total.
Oh, toto.
But everyone says toto.
I don't know about that.
And
Toto.
Yes.
I never heard of that.
ThatMan and FatMan.
That very quickly gets on your nerves.
Batman, Aquaman, and Batman.
Batman again.
Yes.
And it just really, after a while, it quickly gets on your nerves.
Yes. So next week we'll be now that we've figured out how to fucking get this working, we'll start planning our shows to have more video content and maybe even bring you live video interviews. Also, I can say, I mean, as long as Joe's here, we can do video broadcasts of BCJ as well.
Oh, cool.
So there you go. Look forward to those. So until then, this will be the first video version of us saying, thank you so much for listening. We really do think you guys are smart and good.
Bye,
And until next
guys.
time, take care. I don't have my theme queued up, but it'll be here in a moment after I switch over.
Well, the choices are endless. Uncertainty and fear. Which way do we go? Not all that clear. Should we keep on pushing forward and forging repair? Keep on chasing that carry. It's just out of our grasp. Half the people lost their way. Keep on searching for a brighter day. Keep on searching for a brighter day. Who's on top? They're telling us lies. They keep us fighting over what's yours and what's mine. Let's save this world. It's not absurd. Gotta step right up now and let your voice be heard. Got the people lost their way. Keep on searching for a brighter day. Keep on searching for a brighter day. Let's take it away.